Hello and welcome. Keep your hand in your skirt. My name is Sabrina. I am your host. Keep Your Hand in Your Skirt podcast. Today's topic is about your higher self, how to improve your relationship with your higher self, how to communicate with your higher self, and why understanding the relationship between you and your higher self is so significant for the ease and comfort of your day-to-day life. So what is your higher self? Everybody has different words, different terms. Some people call it your God self. Some people call it your inner being. Some people, you can use whatever term you would like to use, but it's the part of you that has an elevated consciousness, an elevated point of view. So for example, just imagine if you're standing on the earth, right? Maybe you're 5 feet, 6 feet, however tall you are, and you can see based on how tall you are, based on like what your eyes can hold. Well, if you would elevate your body, if you would elevate, say you hopped in a helicopter, you hopped in a plane, and if you elevated up to a much higher aerial view, your perspective, your perception would be very different because you have the capacity, you have the bandwidth for more visuals, for more information, for more knowledge. So we can intentionally co-create with our higher self by allowing our higher self, our higher mind, or our multidimensional self, whatever word you want, we can intentionally co-create, invite in the higher mind to help us, to support us, to help create what it is we are wanting to create. And the job of the higher mind, because the higher mind or the multidimensional mind has a higher visual, right? It's literally from a elevated position. The higher mind can see the path of least resistance to help you actualize what it is that you're wanting to actualize. So from your smaller self or your human self, all you can see is what's in front of you. And so often when we're trying to actualize or manifest something that we have a desire for, something that excites us, and we're trying to actualize it, we're trying to take it out of the vortex, as Abraham would say, and manifest it into a 3D manifestation, often we have a limited perspective and we don't see all of the roads or all the opportunities or all the pathways to summon that experience or that thing that we are wanting to summon to us. And or sometimes we think like, oh, I really want to, maybe I want to manifest, and I really want to manifest moving to Los Angeles. Well, from my point of view, I've been to Los Angeles. I know I like it. So I'm thinking that's where I want to go. I want to move there. I want to move there. I don't want to move there, but pretend I did want to move there. Well, my higher mind, my elevated multidimensional self knows there's actually some cities that I would actually find even more pleasure, right? Maybe in Carlsbad, right? Maybe Carlsbad is really what would really light me up, and that frequency or the energy and the geography of that location would actually dazzle me even more than LA. So if I co-create, if I intentionally invite in my higher mind, my multidimensional self to co-create with me, I can let my multidimensional self lead me to where is even a better choice or an option. So what does the higher mind or multidimensional mind do? The multidimensional mind is in a relationship with you, between you and you, right? You are, as Abraham would say, your physical body is here on the leading edge. You have the physical, dense human body, which is a gift and a blessing, as well as you are still connected to your energetic body or your inner being or your multidimensional self. that does not have a body, but does have the perspective of the wider view, the larger perspective with more insight, more data, more solutions, more opportunities for you. So when we invite in our higher mind, our multidimensional mind, to join us in our activity, we can do our part. What is our part? Well, we're human. We've got all the senses, right? As a physical being, we've got the touch, the smell, the sight. We've got all of these physical senses. So when we want something, I just heard this from Bashar, and I thought this was a really great exercise, and that's why I wanted to share it with you today. When you're wanting to actualize or summon something to yourself, a situation, a relationship, a job opportunity, a home, a career, dollars, a body, whatever it is you're wanting to do, you want to imagine, use the power of your imagination, right? The fastest way to access and to receive what it is we want to use, what it is we want to actualize is by using the power of our imagination. And we can use our imagination and start to imagine as if we have the thing that we are saying we would like to actualize. So maybe it's the dream relationship. It is the dream relationship, the mutually beneficial partner, the connection that is so high quality, so high vibing. It is a pure connection of unconditional love and care, mutually supportive. Everything on your list is in this relationship. So it would be my job to imagine having it. Imagine it is here. Imagine a day in a life of being inside that relationship. And I want to use my senses to help me feel it. I want to smell it. I want to see it. I want to talk about it. I want to notice what fabrics I'm wearing, or what's the temperature like during this amazing connection, this amazing date. And I want to use all the power of my senses to help me really be in the experience of it is here. It is here. And Bashar talked about, you want to do this no more than 15 minutes is what his suggestion is. Do not go over 15 minutes. And many people, you can get into that state, that feeling place in 3, 4, 5 minutes. But what Bashar was encouraging in this game is you pick this one thing and you really zero in on it. You really get crystal clear, really focused on just this one thing, and you let it build. You start to build it. You start to feel it at a deeper level. You start to notice all of the situations, the things that are happening in that connection. You're using the power of your imagination. You're building it. So you're feeling it even more. You're using all of the different senses to really sense it, to really feel as if it is already here. It is already happening. It has already happened. And you peek and you lean into it. You get really crystal clear. You lean into it. Focus, really target focus, right? Penetrate. Total penetrate. That's funny. I said that. Talking about, anyway, I dazzle myself. My sense of humor. Okay. I get, okay, anyway. So you want to focus in, right? You're focusing in, and no more than 15 minutes, right? Maybe you can get in this feeling place in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, doesn't matter, but set the alarm. Don't go more than 15 minutes. And then you're going to ride it, right? You're going to really lean into it. You're going to really feel all the feelings. You're going to go to a deeper layer, really feel it. And then you hand it over to your higher self, your higher mind, your multidimensional self. Because your multidimensional self, from that elevated, wider perspective, knows which one of the guys to go get, or girls, whoever you happen to like. Your higher self knows what is going to dazzle you the most. Your higher self can then do the navigating, do the creating, orchestrate it so you line up with this person, so you come in contact with this person, so you meet this person. And you want to turn it over to your higher self, your higher mind, and surrender. And then you don't want to track it. You don't want to, did it happen? Is it going to happen tonight? Is it going to happen tomorrow? Right? Because then you're pulling it back. You're like you've turned over the responsibility to your higher mind. You trust your higher mind is in partnership with you, here to support and help you actualize the thing you want to manifest. Because when you get to receive it, it expands you and it expands your higher mind. You are in harmony. You are actually in a marriage. The most intense relationship you'll ever have with anyone is with your higher mind, your inner being, your God source. And when you can learn to work in tandem, learn to invite in the aspect of you that can be supportive, that can help you actualize your manifestations, help you actualize your desires and your dreams, then it becomes easier. And you're not all by yourself trying to figure everything out alone. You're not, how am I going to do this? It's just me. How am I going to, whatever your things are that would make your heart sing, right? We incarnated on this planet for happiness. We incarnated on this planet to have the experience. So why not have a great experience? Why not follow all those things that make your heart sing? Why not summon and actualize to yourself all of the things that would elevate you and lift your spirit, and let your higher mind support and assist you? That is what the higher mind wants to do. Your multidimensional aspect is just waiting to be on your team, waiting to co-create with you. And when you take it back, right, it's like you hand it over, and then you start to worry, or then you start to doubt, or then you start to question. And it's like you hand it, you pull it out of your multidimensional higher mind's hand, and you take it back and say, I don't know how fast you're going to get this done, so I'll just do it myself. Right? Like, I'm being dramatic, and because it's funny, but what if you really develop that skill? You really develop the ability to invite in your higher mind and co-create with your higher mind. Let your higher mind gift you with what your higher mind has the ability to do. Help you actualize it, the path of least resistance. And how do you know what your higher mind is calling you to do? That's a really good question. How do you know where or what your higher mind is calling you to do? Or what path is it calling you to go on? How do you know? It's super simple. The answer is so simple. You know you were being led or called by your higher mind if it excites you. If it makes your heart sing, that is the path that is your path. That is your indicator. That is the green light. Go, 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 go. If it's making your heart sing. If it's something you're trying to talk yourself into, if it's something that just kind of has a heaviness, if it's something that you kind of, you don't really want to, but they say this is the way you do this thing, so you're going to give it a chance, but your energy is saying no. Like, trust that. Trust if it feels heavy, if it feels wishy-washy, that's not a yes. That's not a green light go. But if it lights you up, if it makes your heart sing, if it feels easy, if it feels like, oh my gosh, I'm so called to doing this, or I'm so excited about this topic. I don't know why I'm excited about this topic. I don't know why I want to go to this restaurant, but I just need to go to this restaurant. I don't know why I want to go to this seminar. I'm not sure why I'm being called to go to Las Vegas to the Disclosure Feast. I have no idea. I've never wanted to go before. But do I want to go now? Yes, I do. And there's no way in hell I'm not going, because it feels like my highest excitement. So that is an indicator, that is your indicator that your higher mind is leading you, guiding you. Come this way, come this way. It feels like a yes. It feels so good. So if you would like, you can co-create. You can partner with your higher mind, your higher self, and help allow your aspect of you to help make your life more enjoyable, so you get more joy, you get the expansion, your higher self gets more, the expansion gets to piggyback off of your joy and your thrill of being in the physical body, being able to have the sensory experience of these manifestations, of these desires that make your heart sing. So I invite you to invite in your higher mind if that is something that makes your heart sing. Thanks for listening.